Good morning, guys. We're at the point now with the palleting of the V200 that, let me turn the phone around. We've got the pallet built. The 2x4 is secured. The jukebox is on the pallet, fixing to be bolted down to the pallet. I'll be doing that here shortly, but I wanted to do a video of the use and maintenance of the jukebox before I button it completely up. So you'll see there's going to be a bolt coming through the floor right here. There'll also be a metal bracket across the top of it and bolted down. When you get the box, obviously open up this back door, key, just lean it forward like this, and have whoever, you or someone else, unbolt that. There'll be a bolt and a washer on the top of that. You'll unbolt that, and then you'll unscrew that rod from the bottom up. You'll reach in there with a pair of pliers like this, pair of channel locks, and unscrew that out of that hole, and just keep unscrewing it till it comes out of the hole. Then you can take the jukebox off the pallet. But in the meantime, the guy will obviously take all the plywood, which is standing over there. By the end of today, that'll all be encased. This whole jukebox will be encased with that plywood and the 2x4s. Once you unscrew all that off, you got the base down on the bottom all the way around. Unscrew that, and then the jukebox can come off of this pallet. It's going to take 4 guys, one on each corner, to pick it up and slide it off backwards. Anyway, that's about it. Once I get it crated in today, I'll obviously send you another video of that. But right now, I wanted to go through some of the instructions on playing it. And obviously, it's on coin, so you're gonna need some quarters. Let me get a couple while we're at it. Let me walk over here. At least get one. There's a way of putting putting credits on it, and I'll show you that in just a second. But for right now, we're just going to put a quarter in the slot and I think we'll get 5 credits for that. Anyway, so once you've lifted up the dome, this dome prop hooks in that little ferrule up top, but it pulls out of the side of the mechanism over here. When you let this down, you'll want to reach up here, hold the dome so it doesn't fall on your head, and push that little button in right here. That releases this arm and keep the dome up, and then slide this arm back down in this hole down here, and it tucks out of way, and then you can close the dome. All right, for right now, we're going to leave it open, and I'm going to open up the unit to show you some of the things that you'll need to do eventually. If you want to change some title strips, which you will eventually, you want to change some records, you change the title strips with them. Let's go over that. So over here, just pick up on this, and that lifts the dome cover, the drum cover up. Okay, so when that happens, you'll be able to watch the drum. You'll be able to push a button. Well, it won't do it unless let's go ahead and close the dome cover back. So now you can push a button, get it to whatever category you want up here, and then you can change those title strips that's in that category. You will go to the next one, push the button, obviously, it'll go to the next one. Okay, and so forth, all the way through. And the buttons colors match the category titles inside. So the hit tunes are red, okay? And you can, you don't have to, you know, obviously match the records up to the categories if you want. I've tried to with the records that I put in there. Obviously, there's some rhythm and blues in there, and there's some country and western in the orange category. So I tried to match them up the best I could with what records that I was putting in here for you. But anyway, so now that let's say we're now at the category where we want to swap some title strips. Lift the dome up. There's a lever right inside here. You push that lever up. Whoops. Push that lever up. And now these dividers will slide over. Hopefully I'm getting this all in the picture. Now these dividers will slide over, and let's say you wanted to change out this title strip right here. You reach inside and slide it out. Same with all the rest of them. Let's say you want to change this one way over here. So you push all these sections over one at a time until you get to this one, and you slide that out. Change it. Obviously change the record at the same time, and then push them back in place. Push them back in place. Get the last one back over, and this is the one that locks them in place. Once that's in place there, then you can tighten this back down. Watch the little screw inside there. Push this over. Okay, now it's locked. Now you can close it back up and start playing that song. Okay. There's also some buttons down here. If your drum lid is lifted up, there's a switch right here. Hopefully you can see it in this picture. If you still want to be able to control these buttons here while the dome lid is lifted up, you have to hold this button down and then push the button, and it'll go. Okay. So let's lift the keyboard forward, and that gives us access inside here. If you want to change the lamp, the fluorescent lamp, or the starter over here, the starter. There's also your control switches down here. You'll see the service switch. It's in the scan, off, or play position. Right now it's in play position. Off is in the middle. That allows you to do whatever you need to do inside here without having power to the unit. If you want to scan this mechanism so you can change that record that you just changed the title strip for, you switch it over to scan, and the mech starts moving. Okay? When you get it to where you want it out of the way, release it, and it'll stop there. Now that'll let you change these records over on this side where the mech was. Okay, so that allows you to change a record out, get your new one in, change the title strip, and flip it back into the play position down here. And now you're back in service. That mech will scan twice and then shut off. And that's really all there is that you need to do inside here. Change the title strips, change the records. The rest is just up to you putting money in. If you get tired of putting money in, you can give it credit by pushing this little button right here. If you push that button, that'll give you credits. Okay. Right now you've got brand new cartridge, brand new needles. Those will last you probably 5,000 songs on each side at least, maybe even 10,000. Okay, so that's pretty much that in a nutshell. I don't think there's anything else you'll need to know inside here, because I don't see you being able to work on the interior of the machine. But James, if you do, give me a call and I can guide you through whatever you might want to try to tackle on your own. Obviously the rest of it is, keeping it dusted and cleaned, and I don't think you'll need to oil anything inside there right now. But inside the back door obviously gives you access to the amplifier and the receiver and the speakers. I don't think you'll need to do anything with that. The coin credits are there, the coin unit. That's the crossover network. Separates the highs from the lows in the speaker, and you won't need to adjust that at all. Right now this thing is set absolutely perfect and sounds even better. So anyway, you'll have keys. You got keys to the back door, you got keys to the coin door. If you ever want to take the money out of there for whatever reason, there's a key for the locks on the side. I think that's about it. I'm going to put some blue tape over the records up here. I'm gonna blue tape this all the way across, and that'll, if they happen to lean this pallet forward in the truck, that'll keep these records from falling forward. They won't go out the back, but they can fall forward. So I'll tape those up. We're also going to bolt this mechanism down with these bolts. There's 2 here and 2 on the other side. That takes a 9/16 socket. We use a 9/16 nut driver. Put that on there. When you get it, these are going to be bolted down tight so this thing can't bounce around on the springs. Okay, you'll notice that there's springs down here that this rides on. That helps insulate the mechanism as it's going back and forth, and it takes the rumble out of the record also. But we're going to be tightening these down, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. You'll want to move that mech out of the way long enough for you to loosen up those 2 bolts up underneath there. Again, you'll move the mechanism out of the way by switching this over into the scan position. Okay. Pretty much I think that's going to be it. The rest of it, this thing has been lubed. It should last you at least a couple of years without having to lube any of the parts. And when that time comes, you just give me a call and we'll go over some of the lube points. Actually, behind this door here is a brand new decal that'll show you those lube points. So when that time comes, I'm going to show you how to get to this, how to get to take this cover off here. And that'll show you all the lube points inside there. You'll probably need a bottle of 3-in-1 oil. I would get one of these. Hardware stores got them. But one of these bottles right here, 3-in-1. It usually only takes a drop, maybe 2, in most of the pivot points and bearings. And then the motor has 2 little fill tubes that you'd put, probably 10-15 drops in each one of those. I don't want to take the mech cover off right now because you're a long ways from needing to oil this thing again. Right now everything's been lubed pretty good, and you should have a couple of, at least 2 happy years of not having to worry about it at this point. Anyway, I'm going to continue getting the plywood and the wood, getting all that stuff cut up, put together, get this thing boxed in today. We're going to put a ton of cardboard inside. I got a big, huge piece of cardboard back there. We got lots of cardboard. We're going to put it inside between the plywood and the jukebox, just in case it's, I can tell you this jukebox isn't going to move on this pallet once it's bolted down. So unless they actually dump this thing upside down, we won't have to worry about anything rubbing on the jukebox and causing any problems. But at the end of the day, I'll show you the progress. I know how much the pieces of wood weigh. I know how much the jukebox weighs. I know how much this pallet weighs. We weighed it. And I'm going to add whatever weight of this plywood that I add and the 2x4s. By the end of the day, I should have a pretty doggone close estimate of what this thing weighs, finished, enclosed, and I'll send that to you. If I don't get 100% done today, it'll be first thing in the morning, and then we're going to get on closing up the 616. I've gone through it and lubed it. Played the heck out of it, got some decent records in there. All of them play really good and sound great. It's actually ready to go also. Just need to put the back door on, and I don't want to blanket it and pack it up because Beltman insists on seeing the box when they get here to make sure it's in great condition. I don't know how they're going to see the V, since it's going to be crated, but I guess they're just going to have to take our word for it that it's in there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and upload this here shortly, so you'll have this. I'll shoot you a WhatsApp this morning, and you can go online and watch this video and see if it makes any sense to you, or if you got any other questions. Text me back or call me, either one, and I'll add whatever other videos you think you might need. Yeah, I will do a short video of the 616. It's pretty easy. The first thing you're going to want to do is put a nickel, dime, or a quarter in the slot and push those in for this to play. Obviously, you got to push a button on the dial, put the dime or quarter in there, and it plays automatically. You'll see it. It's a sweet little machine. It sounds great. Really pretty, lit up at night. I'll do a short video of that here, and probably just add it to the end of this one. And I'll get these uploaded to my YouTube channel here in just a little while, and I'll send you that link. And maybe we'll talk for the end of the day. If so, I'll talk to you then. Otherwise, text me back, WhatsApp me, and give me any suggestions, any other part of the video you think you might need. Let's see, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll give you a little demonstration on the 616, so you'll have that. Anyway, we'll talk soon, and thanks, guys. Talk to you.